Alrighty, live trade breakdown right here. Just let me double check and make sure that the sound is good, and it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and head over to, and here, so I'll go to the 5 minutes so you can see. Wow, that's quite a candle right there. So you can see the good old take profit right there, the 15 minute. Okay, let's jump over to Trading View and let's break down this trade that's happening right now. Okay, so this is on dollar yen. So let's go to the 10 minute. Okay, so market opened up right here. So this is market open today. This is a Sunday. This is an order block that I saw. We have the break. Look at all this right here. All this structure just flatlined right there. We have the break. Here's the order block that's left. And then drop down to the 1. We get the tap. Here's the structure. Breaks the structure. Okay, breaks some structure. Doesn't break more structure. Breaks some structure. Remember, more is generally higher quality. Map out the order block. Now with this one, there was quite a wick on this candle that I had to take into consideration. So I went ahead and I pulled out the fibs for this one and said, okay, I'm going to go with the 50%, put on a limit order, and then raise my stop loss. Give it some healthy room. You know, give it a little bit of distance here. To take into account for spread, and you know, if it comes up to the top of the order block, which it came very, very close to the top of the order block. And so my original target, I believe, was right about here, but then I went to the 15 minute, and I decided to go for a 15 minute area of support, potential support. So right here. So I figured, hey, you know what? We could see a retest of this area. I'll go ahead and pull the profit target down a little bit. And there's the full trade right there. So you can see it a little bit better. So let's slap the 200 on, just see where it's at. Give a reference. Okay, cool. So broke below the 200. What are we seeing on the potential negative side of things? Well, we have an order block sitting right there. So price could come all the way back up here, tap that order block before it finds more downward momentum. So you have to make that decision. Are you okay with that? Or do you want to lock in profits and things like that? So right now, I'm going to go ahead and lock in the old stop loss. Keep in mind, I've only been in this trade for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. About 12 minutes. About 12 minutes. So these things can go, and they can go fast. And as you can see, like with the fibs, with doing the fibs the way that I did, the trade's gone from being a 1 to 4.4 to a 1 to 7.5. Okay, 1 to 4.4 to a 1 to 7.5. That's a pretty dang big difference. That's over. That's like adding a plus 1 to 3 trade onto what it would have been without the Fibonacci. So we'll see what happens here. Ideally, we want to see a break. Momentum's carrying it lower. Let's go ahead and check out the 10 minutes, see if we're running into any potential order blocks. This didn't break, so you know, I'm not gonna put too much stock into this sell before this buy, because what I really would have wanted to see if I was going to take this seriously is a break right here of some kind of structure, and then I would go, oh, okay, let's map out this potential order block right here. Okay, so I'll just come back on and we'll see how this plays out. And ladies and gentlemen, we're just arriving at the end of our ride right here. As you can see, price has moved down quite significantly, and it has been what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It was 9 minutes ago. So like I said, these things can move really, really quick. Haven't taken off any profit. I have protected myself. If it really starts to show signs, like for instance, if it's gonna break this area, it's gonna break this area. You know what? I'll just go ahead and lock in a little bit of profit and just call it. You know what? I guess it wasn't. It it wasn't gonna hit TP, but if it does not break these levels, I'm just going to go ahead and let it break out, because look at all this structure right here that it has now broken. Okay, it's broken this structure. It hasn't just wicked below. We've actually gotten a body close below the break of structure. I'm always looking for where is momentum, like where is price swinging towards, okay? Where is price wanting to go? And it generally tells you by breaking structure. That's it. I'd like to say more about this trade. No, actually I wouldn't, because we can just keep it simple. I mean, it's just so simple. It's the same stuff over and over and over again. And you can see how profitability is in the management, because if this comes all the way back, okay, and there's no stop loss, well, I mean, it didn't have to be managed that way. If it comes back and there's a stop loss, okay, well, profit could have been taken off. But also, if you find that, you know what, your take profits get hit more often than not, then that's something that you can also bank on and go, hey, you know what, for the times that I do get stopped out and break even, then I find a lot of the time my TP will actually get hit. So we'll see what happens with this trade. Let's jump back over here. Looks like we're pushing 1,000 here. And this one, the risk is pretty, I mean, I don't know exactly what the risk is because I put my stop loss to break even now, but it was relatively low. I don't think that let's see how much the risk was on this. It was, let me grab actually, let's just go like this. So 1 to 7.5. If we hit TP, it looks like it'll be around 1,200. So that is what, like $170, $180 risk on this trade. I actually had a trade that was similar to this as well, with I think it was $150 or $160. It went to 1 to 9. This one would be about $170 or $180, 1 to 7.5. So we'll just see. We'll see how this pans out right here. You can see the take profit right here. Looks like, so that's a little bit over 1,300 actually. Go back over to the MT4 and see, look, I mean, the indicators don't even cross, like the EMAs don't even cross until, you know, we're already like halfway done with the trade. And so just keep that in mind. You know, these are laggers. They're just there for reference. And there's the 200 up there. Nothing to see there. And let's just see how this plays out. To me, it looks like there's a small pullback, a little bit of wick rejection, and then a possible attempt at breaking the low right here. So let's just see what happens. And so far, it looks like from the entry of the trade, by the way, I would have liked to get a sell stop on this, but I just didn't have the time to sit there and, like, you know, put in all my sell stop numbers, the entry, the take profit, the stop loss, and then like sit there and edge it up and watch it and things like that. But so that's why I went with a limit order, which there's absolutely no problem with that. So what is this? 25 minutes so far. 25 minutes so far, and it really looks like it's going to come down here and hit. Let's see if it does. And at this point, I'm moving down my stop loss. I'm not going to let it turn back on me or anything like that. I'm trailing my stop, I should say. Okay, there we go. There we go. And it is as easy as that. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. Okay, so there's no need to complicate things. We can keep it totally simple. And as a matter of fact, if we drop over to the 15-minute, If it actually comes to this key area, this could be a potential long position as well. So that's what you'll find a lot of the time, is that, when you're running off of a 10-minute order block and you're targeting a level of potential resistance or support, there may be another trade, right there off that level.